Hi my loves, welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's Duchess. And okay, being the strong one sounds very admirable. You're the dependable one, the one that people run to when things fall apart. You're the one that doesn't crumble. But here's the problem. When you're the strong one, nobody checks if you're okay. Your needs go unseen, your troubles go unheard. People actually forget that behind your strength is a human being who gets tired, hurt, and sometimes overwhelmed. We need to let the weight off of our shoulders. And in this video, that's what we're going to be talking about. Carrying everyone all the time is going to destroy you from the inside out. What about you? Here's a question you probably haven't heard in a while. What about you? When you're the strong one, your identity becomes tied to other people's needs. But because you've trained them not to worry about you, you've trained them to believe that you don't need help. And deep down, you have convinced yourself of the same exact lie. The truth is that being strong all the time leaves no room for your own emotions, your own growth, or even your own healing. Every time you push your needs aside to deal with someone else's, you are actively sending a message to yourself that you are not as important. Yes, strength is admirable, but when it comes at the cost of your own well-being, it becomes self-neglect. And self-neglect isn't some noble thing. It's actually very dangerous. If you have been the strong one for years, you have probably forgotten what it feels like to put yourself first without guilt. But here's the thing, you cannot keep giving from an empty tank, because eventually the cracks will show. And when they do, it's not just gonna be you that'll suffer. It's going to be everyone that depends on you. You can't help everyone, my love. You cannot save everyone. It does not matter how much love you have, how many times you show up, how deeply you care. Some people don't want to be saved, and some people will gladly drain you dry if you let them. When you become known as a strong one, you develop this silent belief that you must fix things always. That it's now become your duty. That if you walk away, that makes you a bad friend, a bad neighbor, a bad mother, a bad sister. But that's actually not the truth. And that's a lie that you have been telling yourself. You are not responsible for someone else's happiness. And you are also not the answer to every problem. You are not the lifeboat for every sinking ship. And every time you try to be, you take on a weight that isn't yours to carry. And of course, this is the tough part that most people just can't understand. When you constantly step in to save someone, you might actually be stopping them from learning the lessons that they need to grow. You are the one protecting them from the problems that people need to face in order to evolve. And honey, that is not kindness. That's now interference. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do for someone is to step back. Let them figure it out. Let them fall if they have to. Because that's how they learn to stand on their own feet. And yes, it may be hard to watch. And yes, it may feel wrong at first. But remember, there's a difference between helping someone just because you can and helping someone at the cost of yourself. You're only hurting yourself. Being the strong one might actually be damaging you in ways that you might not even be noticing yourself. It comes in the resentment that you feel but you never actually voice. It's in the burnout that you know you're going through but you call it, it's just me being tired. It's in the anxiety you feel because you're always anticipating the next crisis. When you're the strong one, you create a world where your pain doesn't matter, where your boundaries don't matter, where you don't even matter, and over time it just evolves your self-worth. You start to believe that your only value is what you do for others. You stop pursuing your own dreams because you're too busy holding on to someone else's. You have now convinced yourself that this is your role in life. To me, that's not just unfair. That's actually quite tragic. Being the perfect picture of the strong one ends up turning you into a shadow. I've seen it with so many women in my life. I've seen it with my aunts. I've seen it with my own mother. And yet, every single time something happens, the cracks will show. And you may think no one is seeing the little cracks in your system, but it's plain as day. And it's heart-wrenching every time. The irony is, the more you sacrifice, the more people expect you to sacrifice. You think you're showing love, but you're actually teaching people how to take you for granted. And one day, when you collapse, the people that you carried may not even know how to be there for you because you never let them. So how do you stop being the strong one all the time? Duchess, how can I stop being the strong one all the time? You start by asking one of the most selfish questions that anyone has ever come up with. And if anyone hears you asking it out loud, they might say, wow, that's crazy. But you ask yourself, what about me? You accept that you cannot help everyone. And you realize that constantly carrying others is hurting yourself in the long run. Strength isn't about never needing anyone, but real strength is knowing when to put the weight down, when to step back, when to take care of yourself first. My love, stop trying to be unbreakable. You're not a machine. You're a person, and you deserve the same love, the same care, and the same protection that you give to anyone else. So cheers. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for subscribing. Do you see our community getting bigger? It's like blowing my mind. I hope to see you again tomorrow because I do post every single day. Bye. And I love you because the eye is important.